right now on SAU Weekly, FAFSA Frenzy, how SAU is working to help prospective and current students file their FAFSA.
Filing that document is going to be the best way to make sure that you're not missing out on any financial aid dollars.
Plus, start your engines.
It's all logical, but it's also unpredictable.
Go.
Engineering students put their mechanical expertise to the test. And in sports, a preview of the indoor track and field season at the Frigid Bee Invite. Your latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University starts right now.
Welcome to this edition of SAU Weekly, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. I'm Emmett O'Brien.
And I'm Ross Willards.
The 2025-2026 FAFSA, or Free Application for Federal Student Aid, is now open to prospective and returning students. SAU Weekly's Chloe Melton has more on what to expect and the importance of federal student aid.
Over the past year, FAFSA has been an evolving process. The goal is to make filing easier, and the form itself is now shorter. Plus, it is now able to be done without a contributor sitting next to you.
It changed last year where you need to have your parents invited instead of them sitting there filling it out next to you or with you. They do have to log in on their own from a link and an email.
SAU reviews each financial aid package when it comes through in order to give students the best aid.
Once we have an admitted student that has submitted their FAFSA, included us on it, our financial aid office receives those FAFSAs, looks at all of their institutional aid, like academic scholarships, we have alumni scholarships, those types of things, and then they will look at what they qualified for from the FAFSA. This could be need-based federal and state aid, like Pell Grants, or if you're a resident of the state of Iowa, Iowa Tuition Grant, but it also could be need-based institutional aid.
Filing a FAFSA form has many benefits for students seeking financial aid.
FAFSA makes you eligible for federal and state grants. Iowa residents are eligible for the Iowa Tuition Grant. That deadline is July 1. FAFSA is open now, so the earlier you do it, the less you have to worry about it in the spring when you're in classes and finals are coming and we're reminding you to file. You'll have your award letter ready to go before you go home for summer, and all your aid will be in place when you come back in the fall.
The sooner students submit their FAFSA, the sooner they can receive their award letter.
Since it is open right now, students get the opportunity to go in and file early, and we are very hopeful that both current students and prospective students will get a chance to see financial aid far before spring break this year, even earliest for prospective students in towards the beginning of February.
The Financial Aid and Admissions Office is there for students to offer help during the FAFSA process. With SAU Weekly, I'm Chloe Melton.
Thanks, Chloe. If you are planning on filing your FAFSA over the holiday break, you can do so at studentaid.gov. It takes less than an hour and needs to be completed by June 30th.
It was a busy week for SAU engineering students, as multiple classes took part in competitions to showcase their work. Thursday morning, the Intro to Engineering course hosted a car race in the Rogalski Center ballroom. Students in the class designed small, wooden cars powered by CO2 cartridges to race down a track. Whoever made it to the finish line first was deemed the winner. Students and faculty say it's all about problem solving, but getting the chance to have fun in the process.
And in this course, students have kind of taste of different sides of engineering, like mechanical engineering, industrial engineering. We have overview of some other engineering available, and also we try to make this fun as possible.
So basically, just in general, in this class, we kind of learned about how to solve problems as engineers. So we started with the concept of we have to create a car that will have a design that will be the fastest, and then doing that we decided how our car would be cut, and we painted it, and we decided the criteria on how we would measure each car's performance.
Every year, St. Ambrose's engineering department holds a robotics competition. It's a chance for students to showcase what they're capable of. SAU Weekly's Jacob Moisa gives us a look into what the competition was like.
After a semester's worth of hard work, engineering students were finally able to put their robots to the test.
It is a semester-long project. We start by learning some of the basics of how to code. They've already had some electronics when they come in, so they take that piece. They've learned how to do design. We have an engineering design process.
Well, students have the job of not only building the robots, they must also complete goals throughout the build process.
Along the way, we do have a couple of milestone projects, including a remote control project where they all demonstrate that the robot can switch from autonomous mode to manual mode with the flip of a switch.
But hard work doesn't come without hardships.
Just trial and error. Like with robots, it's all logical, but it's also unpredictable because you got like the computer world and the real world going together. You're always going to have at least some kind of issue.
Whether the results were positive or negative, it was a big learning experience for these future engineers. With SAU Weekly, I'm Jacob Moisa.
Coming up next in sports, D1 Showdown. Our Fighting Bees basketball team takes on Western Illinois.
Plus, a look ahead at the indoor track and field season with the Frigid Bee Invite.
Join SAU Weekly's Ryan Schistel as he takes you inside SAU athletics. Stay tuned.
Capture a piece of the past with Trash Can Annie, where vintage meets vibrant in every stitch. Browse our carefully curated collection of clothing and accessories ranging from the late 1800s to current styles. Dress to impress with Laura's unique style and wardrobe consultations. Find a style and make it yours with Trash Can Annie, your destination for timeless fashion.
Whether you're a competitive runner, looking to stay fit, or just looking for comfort and support, Running Wild has you covered. Locally owned for more than 3 decades, Running Wild is the Quad City's trusted source for athletic wear and accessories. No matter your experience level, we'll help you find the right fit with all the top brands for running and walking and the latest in running apparel. Open 7 days a week, just up Brady Street. Don't walk, run to Running Wild, your run specialty store.
Visit Ragged Records, one of the largest record stores in the Midwest. Browse more than 30,000 new and used records, from timeless classics to new releases, and rare finds in every aisle. New to collecting vinyl? Check out our large selection of stereo equipment to spruce up your listening experience. Find your groove at Ragged Records, located along Motor Row in Davenport and in Rock Island next to Roz Talks.
Tune in to KALA and hear something different. Programming that celebrates the diversity of our listeners. We're advocates for the arts, showcasing your favorite music from around the world.
We're storytellers, producing award-winning news and educational podcasts.
We're dedicated sports fans, bringing you the latest Fighting Bee action from St. Ambrose University. We're a learning lab, mentoring the next generation of broadcasters and content creators. A part of your community for 5 decades. We're KALA Radio, 88.5 FM and 106.1 FM. Turn it on and turn it up.
With finals week heating up for this semester, that means it's time for the SAU track and field team to cool down with their Frigid Bee Invite. The Fighting Bee track and field team kicks off the indoor season this weekend at home for the Frigid Bee Invite. It will be the team's first time competing since the end of last year's outdoor season 7 months ago. Although some talented seniors graduated last spring, they have plenty of young talent ready for the season.
We just want to see where they're at, just like the athletes. We've been training since school started, and we've done a couple things throughout practice to see where some benchmark things are with the weight room and some testing on the track. It's always fun to do these December meets just to see what we can do as potential for the season, but then the rest of the season kicks off in January, February, and we want to be in the hunt for a conference meet, championship, national championships, and perform well there.
Personally, to me, it's a great help because obviously we're used to this environment and this setting, and it's very familiar since we've been here every day for practice. And going to a new facility could definitely be intimidating.
I like it because I can walk out of my dorm and it's like right there. I don't have to like walk or drive somewhere.
Travel is really just a toll on your body. You're just out driving for 3 hours and you get to the place, you have to warm up and then drive back. It's kind of a lot, so just kind of having it in our own backyard is really nice.
We have a good group of guys here that come here every day and just want to get better. And you can't settle with just being a national qualifier. We're out here trying to be All-American national champs.
The Frigid Bee Invite begins tomorrow at 11 a.m. from the Wellness and Recreation Center here on campus. The Bees will also host the Finals Week Invite from the WRC next Friday and Saturday. From the track to the court, the women's basketball team is looking to get back in the win column on the road this week after losing 4 straight. Our Fighting Bees were on the road this week at William Penn. St. Ambrose closed out the game with an 8-0 run to grab the 60-52 victory. Junior Abby Walter led the way with 17 points. The Bees will host Holy Cross at 1 p.m. in Lee Loman Arena on Saturday. The men's basketball team faced a challenging exhibition game Wednesday night against Western Illinois University. The Bees could not match the Division I Leathernecks offensively and fell short 97-64. The Bees will also be back in CCAC action at home on Saturday against Holy Cross. And you can catch all the basketball action tomorrow afternoon on KALA 106.1 FM. Luke Vera and I will be on the call from Lee Loman Arena starting at 1. That'll do it for Inside SAU Athletics. I'm Ryan Schistel.
And that's all we have for you on this edition of SAU Weekly. We'll be back next semester with the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University.
Remember to check out the SAU TV Facebook and Instagram pages for our newscasts, top stories, and more. You can also find them on The Hive at sauthebuzz.com.
We'll leave you now with footage from our first campus snowfall courtesy of SAU Weekly's Sydney Horseman. Thank you for watching.